Hello and welcome back to the Movie Pope podcast. And today we are going to be taking a look at Jurassic World Rebirth. Now this feels a little bit like deja vu, Lee, because last year we looked at Jurassic World Dominion, and correct me if I'm wrong here. Did we assume this would be it for?
Oh, I
Jurassic
sure
World?
did. So when this popped up, I was totally shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh, like talk about a franchise that's just been milked to death. And was it the seventh one now?
I've lost track at this point, dude. Like they just keep
Yeah,
coming
like
up with because they normally do them in trilogies, like Star Wars, don't they?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I want to say, like we had I mean, granted, it was barely even a trilogy to start off with, but yeah, I feel like we had a bunch more that popped up, and now it's just, I can't believe it because yeah, we had Jurassic World, then you had Fallen Kingdom, and then World Dominion. So
Yeah.
I guess it's been 3 years since World Dominion. I guess that's long enough to just beat that piggy bank for more Jurassic Park films. So I don't even know what to expect with this trailer because I feel like we already kind of got the conclusion with all the other characters. So I guess this will be a shock for me because I don't even really know what I'm going to be watching. So I guess roll the film. Let's see what slop we're going to get this time around.
Well, we know Scarlett Johansson's in it, so we know it's going to be good. But let's see.
Yes, of course.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is...
Oh, wow, the banner falling down
Mission
behind that.
Specialist.
Haven't seen
Sorry,
that
what
so many
mission?
times.
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh, it's like the raptors in Lost World, right? How they
Fortunately
were
Yeah.
in
for
the
us,
tall grass.
all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
I think that was supposed to be funny, but it's not funny because
You
you've
got
seen
it.
that like
We're
1,000
fast
times in these
at
films.
moving things
Mhm.
and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Here with those glasses, she's trying really hard to be a badass.
There aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
It's
island
Blade,
was
but
the
he might not
research
really be
facility
Blade anymore.
for the
because who
original
knows how that
Jurassic
movie's
Park.
going.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs. Do we have to get a sample from an egg? I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
Very, very. We got this temple on the flip side that seems reasonable, why not?
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst. Are
I'm
left
trying
here.
really hard to spell that. These are the worst dinosaurs. We've been saving them for movies. We just now we're gonna.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the mosasaur. Defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
I won't touch my just little girl on this. Jeez.
So here's my question: what makes you think a firearm of any size is going to be able to deter a dinosaur?
I know, right? Yeah. I'm sure that firearm. I'm sure that'll do a whole lot of damage to anything. Wow.
Because I mean, you created a park full of dinosaurs. You would think someone would say, "Hey, dinosaurs have pretty thick hides, so any high caliber weapon that you shoot is probably is at most just going to prick them a little
Yeah,
bit."
it's gonna tickle them. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
just watching this, it's just like it's like a joke, right? Like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. I could have seen that could be like any of the other sequels that we've seen, right? Like, I
Yeah.
I don't know what it's trying to do. Like, you're trying to just start off with a whole new cast for some reason, so I don't understand that logic at all.
Hey,
So,
it worked for Star Wars, right? Why can't it work for
I
Jurassic
guess so.
Park?
Yeah, we'll just do that for Jurassic Park now. So We're just gonna have a brand new cast of characters. I like how they like try to like portray it like, oh, these are like the dinosaurs that the other park's gonna handle because they were so dangerous. I'm like, oh, are you really trying to push that? You're trying to like create stakes in this film, being like, oh, you've seen some bad dinosaurs in the past 6, but no, these are the super bad ones. Like, who wrote this? This feels like just Chat GPT trying to be like, hey, we need to increase the stakes for our Jurassic Park movie. Well, okay, let's just tell people that these are like the worst dinosaurs. They're the most aggressive. It's pathetic. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. There's just nothing positive that comes out of this.
Well, let me ask you about the premise because they're trying to find a cure for a disease, and the only way they can do it is to basically harvest it from giant dinosaurs. What do you think about that?
Yeah, great premise. I like that. That's something I could get behind. Just we have to go on this secret mission to go get dinosaurs because of some magical MacGuffin. Deus Ex Machina, it's just the same thing. It's just like, hey, cool, we need a reason to have a Jurassic Park movie. The story doesn't really matter, right? No one's going for the story. We have like all this like random story in the last trilogy about clones and I'm real, but I'm not real. Like, it's just stop. Like, we just want to see people dealing with animals, right? Dinosaurs, right? That's what we want to see. No one cares about all this other stuff. And it's just like, it's so totally gone beyond anything that the original one was. Now, the first Jurassic Park, I absolutely love, right? I'm not going to sit here and talk about 6 of these dang movies already, but I absolutely love the first one. It was great. It was so well done. And I'm just like, this is just like pure schlock at this stage. Like, no one cares about this. Or at least I feel like people don't care. I guess I'll say I don't care about this stuff because it's just so overdone. And it's so sad that like we're so drained as an audience to see something that our only thing is like, hey, cool, we're going to go out there. And you know what? This is probably going to make a whole bunch of money, right? Let's be real. Because it's like people just like, well, it's got Jurassic in the name. I guess I have to go watch it because there's not going to be anything else out there. So we might as well just watch something we've seen 1,000 times before. And there's not going to be anything new. There's not going to be anything interesting. It's just going to be the same old shit over and over again. So, yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. And I'm disappointed that the whole Jurassic Park brand has pretty much gone to nothing at this stage because they just want to do more and more of this stuff without actually doing anything interesting.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, it's a great way to keep Scarlett Johansson working,
Sure. Give ScarJo an extra thing. Sure. Now you could be the lead of whatever Jurassic World Rebirth. I don't know if this is an extension of that. Is it a trilogy? I don't know. So let's just go out there, give some stupid reason to put people on a dinosaur island, and we'll just see dinosaurs happen for a while.
Well, I mean, we've seen this happen quite a lot. I mean, we know that that once they put out one movie, there's going to be a compulsion to go ahead and do 2 more, or at least order 2 more. Because I mean, we saw with Ghostbusters, right? I mean, we got Afterlife, and then we've got Frozen Empire, and we know there's another Ghostbusters rattling off somewhere, which leads me to another point. Because when we did our review of Dominion, we basically saw the old crew, come into contact with a new crew, and they had to do something to kind of escape the island. How long do you think before they give in to temptation and bring back Jeff Goldblum?
I at this stage, I don't care. I just don't care. Like, bring back, it doesn't matter, right? It's all just been totally like overshadowed by everything else at this stage. Why not just bring all the characters back? Like, hey, Chris Pratt, come on back, right? We need to have you in there. Bring bring Bryce Dallas Howard, bring in the clone girl, bring in the original cast. It don't matter. Just like stuff them all in there and just watch our dinosaur film. So I got nothing else to add for this. It's miserable to see these movies just get made over and over and over again. And it's just like the audience is just like, yeah, sure. Just I'll close my eyes and speed food me my nostalgia because, when did the original Jurassic Park come out? Now I think about it, right? When did the original Jurassic Park come out, right? I want to say it was like in the early 90s, right?
I was gonna say 92 or something like that.
Yeah,
93.
I'm gonna say 92, 93, right? 93.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, it's just like I think back to that. Like we were 30 years removed from that, and like I remember that one fondly. This one that is coming out is just gonna be forgotten like all the other rest. Like I don't even remember the rest of the Chris Pratt Rev ones, right? I already forgot about them. There was something about a girl that was cloned. That whole thing already out of my head. Like, you know, I remember, like I said, that first one really fondly, and everything else has always been, at least with Lost World, right? The second one, it's like, okay, cool. At least like you brought dinosaurs to like human population. Granted, it was at the very end, but at least you did something a little bit different. Everything else is just like, okay, cool. We're just like repeating the same thing over and over and over again, and it's just tiresome.
So what you're basically saying is we'll see Chris Pratt in the second movie. Got it.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. I mean,
bring back Samuel Jackson while you're at it, right? I mean,
that's true.
Know, he survived the first one, right? Like he just like, you know, we saw his arm, and he got rid of his arm to like get away from the Velociraptors, and he's been really like stowed away, and he's gonna be the villain for the next one. Sure, why not? Don't care at this stage. Do whatever you want.
Well, I mean, since they already introduced clone technology, I mean, who's to say that he doesn't come back as a clone?
Perfect.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna see like, you just give me like 20 Samuel Jacksons doing like computer coding in a room, and be like, yep, this is what we're gonna have for our plot for the next Jurassic Park film.
Well, you remember when we reviewed Alien Romulus, they brought back Ian Holm via, you know, AI. So who's to say we don't? So who's to say Dickie Attenborough doesn't make a cameo appearance via AI? Also?
Yep. Sure. We'll take anything.
I mean, hey, at this point, it's not beyond the realm of possibility. But let us know down in the comments below. Are you interested in seeing Jurassic World Rebirth when it comes out in theaters in July, or are you scratching your heads and just wondering why? And as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.